Hey, what's going on, guys? It's me, Vets07, and today we're going to talk about how to get the most gems possible. Now, we're here in 3rd C, and honestly, the best tip I can give you is honestly 3rd C bosses. 3rd C bosses drop a good amount of gems. They also drop swords, which are all really good and sick. I recommend getting them because they're just cool in my opinion. Also, they have materials that are very valuable right now. And third of all, the gems, which is what you're here for. Also, just a little bit of a tip, use Nightblade V2 if you have it, or Phoenix Blade V2, any DPS sword with light V2, and you can grind those really quick. Also, look for servers that are under 50 minutes or an hour. Also, you could join the King Legacy Discord and look in 3rd C raid channels, and you might get lucky. Sometimes people are posting codes in this server all the time. Now, if it just literally took me 3 seconds to find a code for Skull King, which is another decent way to get gems, and also you can get the new Halloween weapon from it. So yeah, just look in here every so often, and you might get lucky. I highly recommend that you guys actually grind in 3rd C because there's a Halloween event here, and also that drops a little bit of gems too. And then you have the other 3rd C bosses. Alright, so we're now in 2nd C, and essentially we're here for the Hydras. Now, if you find a sea beast with a 3rd mark, go ahead and stay in there, Hydra's next server. And then, you can go ahead and farm yourself a Hydra, which is really good. They drop Hydra tails, which are valuable right now. They also drop some other weapons if you don't have them. And they also drop a accessory that's pretty useless, and Inferno Cloak, which is also pretty mid. But they drop, 20 to 40 gems if you get lucky enough. So Hydras are also a decent way, and they drop some other items. Now, raids I recommend the Discord for. You definitely do not want a solo hard raids or any of the raids at all. Hard raids you're going to be one of the best methods in the game if you have a really good team. If you're using all Magma V2 and Phoenix Blade V2, you can get a raid done in under 15 minutes, especially if nobody dies. So your main priority in raid, if you're kind of bad, is just live to the end. That's the goal. Live to the end, kill the crab for crab armor, and of course then you'll get the gems. Now, I recommend doing this through Discord. There is a specific channel for it called the 3rd C Raids, and you can go ahead and pick some people up there. So one of the best things in the entire game to do is Kido. Now, Kido is insanely good for this. Now, essentially what he does is he drops 5 gems, authentic mace, and also can get you some dragon scales, but the gems are just amazing. So there is actually a glitch right now. There are certain lobbies where you can get into where they'll do this, but essentially you can walk up to this, all 12 people, an entire lobby can walk up to this, and then go ahead and click accept at the same exact time. Not very hard to time. Just say 1, 2, 3 in the chat, and boom, you get 12, which is 60 gems every time you spawn them in, and they're all clumped up together. So it's not even like you're fighting, 50 million HP, but you get 60 gems every few minutes, really, honestly. If you're using gravity or North Sword or authentic mace, you can get this done so fast with 12 people. This is definitely one of the best methods, if not the best method in the entire game, to get gems. Now, I'm not 110% sure if they actually patch the method where you could spawn 12 at a time, but I don't understand why they would. And they also didn't say anything about it. I haven't heard anything about it as well. And it's been about a week or 2 after the update, so I believe this glitch still works and you could spawn in 12, but either way, Kido is still a decent way, or a really good way, even if this glitch does not work, to get a lot of gems fast. And if you're seeing this during the Halloween event, this is also a really, really good way to get free gems. Now you could do this in 3rd C or 2nd C, but whatever one you're doing it in, just remember, you could essentially sit here, wait for all these bosses to spawn while you're constantly spawning Halloween bosses in. Now, you do need 50 candy, don't get me wrong, but 50 candy isn't really that hard to get. If you would just auto-farm on Kido's Island with Dragon, Quake, anything like that, auto-farm a bunch of candy, and you can essentially sit here, wait for bosses, spawning in Jack-o'-lantern boss back to back to back. So it's a really, really, really good way to get gems. Now, like I said, Kido glitch is definitely better, but Halloween boss is second best. And it's just an insane method. Also, you can get Pumpkin Smasher and all the other accessories. And then also, while you're killing him, every single hour on top of the other bosses, you can get the special boss, the, Skeleton King, which spawns around the Halloween boss. And you can try to get Aggro Scythe from there, and also gems on top of that. So yeah, it's really, really good for gems, and just really crazy in general to be, waiting on like 5 bosses, and then also be killing another boss, dropping you gems on top of that with accessories and all that other stuff. Alright, so we're back in 3rd C, and I just wanted to explain how really crazy this method is. So of course, you have Shanks, which I believe drops 5 to 10 gems, can't remember exactly, but you do have a time boss here. I believe it's every 1 or 2 hours, can't remember exactly. And then on top of that, of course, you have your, your dragon, crab, Kraken, whatever else is out there, and the Abyss Tyrant. You have 4 of those bosses that you could also wait on, which all drop really valuable stuff. So I recommend, sitting in 3rd C for that. So basically every hour at the Halloween Island, there is another boss, which is Sinking, which can drop you guys Bone Scythe, and it can drop you a few of the other accessories, which could save you quite a bit of materials, which it's not cheap to craft if you guys don't know. So of course you can get Bone Scythe from the boss, and then on top of that you can get every other thing here simply by spawning in the guy right here for 50 candy. And already this is a really good gem method. On top of that, you have Shanks over there, and then on top of that, you have your, bosses which spawn around just in the sea. And then even on top of that, you have the monkey over there that spawns with Ethereal. I don't think he drops any gems, I could be wrong, but essentially you have Ethereal to go grind over there. And then if you head over to this island right here, which is, just right across from the Halloween Island, you can find these gorillas right here, which if you group them up and kill them, it's pretty easy to get candy from them, honestly. So I believe these right here and over there as well, they both drop all the candy, which you could use to spawn in the thing. So it's pretty easy. Just use Dovey 2. If you don't have Dovey 2, just quick and just group them up, and it's really easy to get candy. So you can grind candy right here, and then you can go spawn in the boss, and then do all the other bosses I already mentioned. Alright, so my final ranking is, of course, I think raids should probably be in last because it's the most difficult. You have to rely on other people. I think raids are really good if you just can have the right group. But of course you get 50 gems every about 15 minutes, which isn't bad, but you just have to have a good group. So that one's kind of more on the annoying side. Second, I want to say is Hydra is probably second worst. It gives good gems, but it's kind of aids to find, especially now that third sea exists. You always want to be sitting in third sea. So and now just third sea by itself, I want to say is third last. So third sea by itself is not really the best, but if you combine Halloween boss with it, then it makes it the first. And then of course debatably the first. If I don't know if it is better than the Halloween boss exactly because there's so many other benefits. But Kido, if you essentially split up 1,000 Kido orbs, which a lot of people do that. It's pretty common. You just gotta get lucky and get into one. Just look on the Discord. Sometimes people do them. They're kind of hard to get, but if you grind Kido orbs yourself, you can go and spread them across multiple people, and then try to spawn in 12 dragons at the same time. Now, you'll always get 12 dragons at the same time, but you could definitely get a lot at the same time. Which is 60 gems every few minutes. Just use Authentic Mace or just something with like decent AoE high damage, and you could just shred all the 12 bosses and just get 60 gems for free. So essentially, I think that you guys should go for Kido if there's a lot of orbs. If you just happen to find a lobby, Kido is insane. But overall, if you're like a newer player and you want some of these materials, you need some value, you need those swords, you need those accessories, then go ahead and sit in third sea and grind Jack-o'-lantern boss. And also wait for the Halloween boss to spawn, which spawns every hour around the Halloween boss, and kill him for his scythe. So I think that is the best method that you could possibly do right now. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys in the next one.